Hi, I'm Bob Smolko with Remax All-American, and we're here with Amy Stamm, and she's the principal of, I'm going to say this, I'm just going with Blayton Elementary School. I get that J, it's tough for me. Can't say it fast. But anyway, the reason again for our Principal Success Series here is to just interview all the principals in the local schools so that anybody that was coming to the area or was thinking about switching over from school district to school district, we could you get a good feeling of what the school's about and their culture. We in real estate, everything is location, 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 and a big part of that location is the boundaries for the school districts. And each school has a different something to offer. So we feel that we'd like to introduce the principals and let them give you the basics of their schools. As I was saying just a little earlier to Ms. Stamm, that we have greatschools.com on the website and so forth. You can get all of the statistics and all the facts about a school, but the real feeling has to come from the principal. So anyway, at this time I'd like to introduce Amy Stamm. And Amy, can you just give us a little bit about where you are, where you've been, what you're doing? And
Sure, Bob. I've been in education for almost 15 years, and I am currently enrolled as a doctoral student with the College of William and Mary, but got my undergrad at Christopher Newport University, and then my postmaster's degree with Virginia Commonwealth University. And I've been here at Blayton Elementary since March of 2015. And before that, I was a principal in Middlesex County at Middlesex Elementary. And I also have my master's degree in school counseling. So I was a middle school counselor, and I've taught biology at the high school level as well as physical education.
well, that sounds quite extensive. I know that your whole family's involved in the local baseball community as well.
Most definitely.
Well, how many students are there in Hornsby, in the Blayton?
There are 473 students currently. Our school actually seems a little bigger because we house 9 Bright Beginning classrooms, and they start at age 2 and go to the 4-year-old program, but that's housed under the Bright Beginnings program, and that is run by Renee Dino here at the school. Students in kindergarten through 5th grade are housed here as well, and we have 473 students.
Okay, and what would you say the teacher-to-student ratio is, or the class size, or something along those lines?
Well,
or I don't know how they rate that. You can explain.
Sure. In the lower grades, the student-teacher ratio can be anywhere from about 16 to 18 students per one teacher. In our kindergarten classrooms, we have teacher assistants that serve the language arts time and then come back for the afternoon, but they leave during math to go support math in grades 1st and 2nd grade. In the upper grades, specifically in 4th and 5th grade, our numbers are a little higher, and you're looking about 26, 27 students to one teacher.
Okay. Well, in being a principal, you have many responsibilities. How do you personally break up your time between your administrative duties and just hanging out with the kids, and then leading the teachers?
Well, I'm always learning, number one, but I'm always trying to ensure that we're doing what's best for kids. So in doing that, a majority of my time is spent out in the school so that I can be a common thread throughout the culture. I can get to know the students. I can know the strengths, the needs, and the strengths and needs of our teachers, being very involved. So a lot of the clerical work and the work that typically would be behind the desk gets done at home so that I can be out with the students.
Okay. What is a lot of the campuses, I think, for the elementary schools have different things like gardens and trails and things like that. Is that available at this particular school?
Absolutely. We have a beautiful bumblebee garden. We actually had the First Lady come visit our garden, and our garden produces crop that we serve in our own cafeteria. And we are so fortunate for the foundation that supports that, and our master gardeners here support that. And we have an after-school club that's run through SHIP. which is a division-wide initiative, and they help to harvest our food.
Okay, so kind of that answers a little bit, but do these students get involved in the community at all? I mean, I know they're at a young age, but are they out in the community at all doing anything like some of the
Older students
Yeah,
in
the
like
older
the middle
student.
school and the high school. A lot of our students, the clubs will trickle out into doing things for charity, such as the running club will be in a 5K, or they'll do the Relay for Life. Our school has a huge staff Relay for Life team that we believe in and we support. But as far as the students, these bridges haven't completely made it there yet in terms of bridging them to doing things in the community. It's more that the community comes to us because of their age. So we have a lot of partnerships with Kiwanis, the Rotary, and different organizations come to us to support our children, and then hopefully we give back as the children get older with what the rewards are from that.
Well, I think that all the schools, whether they're at what level or whatever, you're following a major vision of the county itself, or Williamsburg and James City County. What would you say your primary vision for the school is? What would really make a bumblebee?
Well, in terms of the staff, it's all about doing what's best for kids. So our vision is working together for each student every day. In terms of the students, we want them to understand what it is not only to be a good student here at the school, but to be a prosperous citizen in our community. So we want them to understand what it means to be kind, to be respectful, and to be your best every day. And that everybody brings something to the table, and we have to really foster our talents and our gifts through education in order to really be successful.
Well, in the I've been watching television, and there's a I think it's a Windows 10 commercial, and it says one of these kids is going to change the world. You know, and they showed all the kids all over. And one of the questions I have is that you being in a new school, which you probably have an advantage in a sense, but do you think that the schools are prepared with technology?
I do. I feel like students have accessibility to technology every day. There are at least 6 to 8 laptops in students' classrooms that are utilized through rotations of small group rotations where students get to access. But also, we have a phenomenal technology teacher who really integrates most up-to-date experiences for our children. One of the most recent things I got to watch some of our 4th graders doing was programming. So they were actually doing computer programming, which is a huge skill for our students to learn.
For me, on and off, that's a big skill on the computer. So anyway, I find the young kids, they use remotes and everything else, and they're 1 year old, 2 years old. It's amazing. But anyway, probably one of the last, or close to the last question is, and one of the most important, I think, is how is the interaction with the parent administration or parent teacher? How can you describe that in Blayton Elementary?
Well, parents are our partners, so we want parents involved. We want parents to have a good experience, and it's really important to us that we have parents in partnership with us as we work on behalf of their child to success. So I hope that parents feel very welcome when they come here, because we want them here, and that they also know that our top #1 priority is to keep their child safe and to ensure that they're safe while being educated to the best of their potential, so that they can be successful not only now but in life. So we definitely feel the need to have parents involved. We want them involved, and we like to offer opportunities for not only parents to be involved but the whole family to be engaged, because it really does bring a whole different level to the student when they see that their family is a part of their world at school and at home.
Okay, well, I said that's almost the last question, but basically the last statement, I guess, is that is there anything that you'd like to say about the school before we close this interview?
Well, first of all, thank you for this opportunity to have Blayton a part of this. But bottom line, I think that it's important that everyone understand what amazing, talented staff members come to work every day to make an impact in the life of a child, and that we really do hope that what we do will not only plant a seed now, but will reap the rewards as we move forward. And we want what's best for each and every child, meeting their individual needs.
Well, thank you for the interview,
Thank you.
and good luck.